So this week was a big one for Tesla. We got three huge announcements that, on the surface, seemed totally separate. A self-driving taxi, a total game-changer of a battery patent, and a brand new, powerful AI. But what if they're not separate at all? In this explainer, we're going to connect the dots, because it looks like a much bigger strategy is taking shape.
And that's really the big question we're tackling here. Is this just a random week of news, or are we actually watching Tesla lay the foundation for its next massive pivot? We're going to dig into these three developments like they're pieces of a giant puzzle.
All right, so the first piece of our puzzle is the one you can actually see, the one out there in the real world, the vehicle itself. Let's start with the Cybercab, or as some call it, the robotaxi.
What we've seen from the demos so far is pretty wild. This thing is purpose-built, it's a sleek two-seater, and get this, no steering wheel, no pedals. It's just pure autonomy.
And look, this isn't just some far-off concept car. Production is already ramping up. Giga Texas is apparently getting ready to churn out hundreds of these every week. And the efficiency is just incredible. We've all seen those videos of the presses stamping out huge body parts in a mind-boggling 10 seconds flat.
Okay, but it's not all smooth sailing, right? Real-world testing means real-world problems. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has logged 14 low-speed crashes with these test vehicles just since last June. Now, these are mostly minor things, little parking lot bumps and scrapes, but it really highlights the challenge of navigating our chaotic human world.
But here's the thing. What really matters is the trend. Tesla's line is that safety is getting better fast. The number of miles they drive between each little incident is climbing. But you can bet that regulators are watching every single one of these very closely. Okay, so you've got the car. But a revolutionary car needs a revolutionary power source. And that brings us right to our second pillar, the energy core. We're talking about a massive breakthrough in how batteries are even made.
This all comes from a brand new patent for something called dry electrode manufacturing. You see, for ages, making battery electrodes has been this messy process. It used a toxic solvent slurry that had to be baked in these gigantic energy-sucking ovens. This new method, it just gets rid of all of that.
So how in the world does this work? It's a process called multi-roll calendaring. Just imagine you're rolling out a super fine dough. They feed these dry powders into a series of rollers. Each roller spins just a little bit faster than the one before it, and that creates this gentle shearing force that presses the powder into a perfect, dense film. It comes out ready to go right into a battery cell.
And the results? I mean, they are just staggering. We're talking a 90% cut in energy use, a way smaller factory footprint, and get this, a tripling of production speed. This makes batteries cheaper, denser, and way faster to produce, which is exactly what you need for a mass-market robotaxi.
All right, so we've got the body, we've got the heart. Now we need the brain, the intelligence that's going to run this whole show.
And this is maybe the most fascinating piece of the puzzle to drop recently. It's a new AI agent, sometimes nicknamed MacroHard, but officially known as Digital Optimus. And it's a joint venture between Tesla and Elon Musk's other company, xAI.
So the way this thing is built is basically like a dual brain. On one side, you've got Tesla's custom AI chip. That's System 1, the fast, instinctive brain. It handles the reflexes, processing the last 5 seconds of video to react instantly. On the other side, you have Grok acting as System 2. That's the slow, deliberate thinking brain. It does the complex planning, like figuring out the best route through a traffic jam.
But what makes this whole plan actually work on a massive scale? It's the cost. That custom System 1 chip, it reportedly costs only about $650. At that price, you can put it in millions and millions of vehicles without breaking the bank.
And the timeline for this thing is aggressive. It was just announced in March, and the goal is to have it ready for users in about 6 months. So we're talking about a potential release around September of this year.
Now, we can't talk about this without mentioning some important context. There's an ongoing shareholder lawsuit in Delaware that alleges Elon Musk diverted key resources like top talent and super valuable GPUs away from Tesla and over to his private company, xAI. The plaintiffs are now claiming this whole Digital Optimus project basically proves their point about the deep overlap between the two companies. That case is still working its way through the courts.
Okay, so we've got the car, we've got the battery, and we've got the AI brain. Let's start connecting these dots and see what the final picture looks like.
First, you start with a fully autonomous robotaxi that's incredibly cheap and efficient to build on a massive scale.
Then you power that taxi with a revolutionary new type of battery that's cheaper, holds more energy, and can be produced 3 times faster than before.
And finally, you run the entire fleet with a brand new dual-brain AI that combines lightning-fast reflexes with deep strategic thinking. You see how it all fits together?
And here it is, the big connection. Each one of these breakthroughs isn't just for the robotaxi. The manufacturing know-how, the battery tech, the AI agent, they are all fundamental building blocks for what might be Tesla's ultimate goal, the physical, humanoid Optimus robot.
So that leaves us with one big question, right? We are watching 3 foundational technologies all coming together all at the same time. Could this mean that 2026 is the year Tesla finally pivots from being just a car company to being a full-blown AI and robotics company? It's a question definitely worth thinking about.